Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. In this one, I make 3 more pots off the hump. I make a pitcher, I make a mug, and I make a little sculptural type of vase that ended up looking like a grenade. So here's the end results right here. The pitcher turned out pretty stinking nice, mug decent, and the sculptural vase kind of weird, but we'll work on it. So I start off with the pitcher, and I'm just getting an overall centering on the big hump of clay so it doesn't hit my hand while I'm trying to do my thing. And then I pull up the portion of clay that I think I need to make the pitcher. And this was a pretty easy throw. I started using some fresh clay again. And yeah, I'm just centering it, opening up the hole. And this is actually a piece that I made probably a couple of years ago, and I just wanted to recreate it, and I ended up doing a better job than I did initially. The last one was smoke fired, and it just looked kind of poopy, so figured I'd give it another shot. So as you can see, the clay is being very sweet to me, getting some nice pulls in. Not even so much as a wobble, and that's what we like to see. And in the background, you can probably hear my girlfriend watching Facebook videos. So, sorry about that. But here I'm starting to shape it. And I'm really liking this throwing off the hump because it just saves a ton of time having to let the piece dry enough or blowtorch it and then screw it up by taking it off the wheel. Throwing off the hump gives you a lot of more leverage, so it's better for the way that I throw since I don't like using bats. I haven't had good experiences with them. And for people who don't know, bats are little circular discs that you throw on the wheel head so that you can take the whole piece off without disturbing it. But the issue is the ones that I have kind of rock back and forth, and they're distracting, and sometimes they make the whole piece flop over if you have enough clay on them, and I don't like that. But here's me finishing up the pitcher, or at least the thrown form of it. And I'm blowtorching it to get it a little bit dry so that I can pick it up without messing it up too bad. So I slice that baby, show it who's boss. I'm gonna pick it up ever so delicately. And I'm just showing that picture again to show you what it looked like. I just added a little tiny slab of clay and made the spout, or the pouring neck, I don't even know what you'd call it, and a handle. And that wasn't too bad. Definitely getting out of my comfort zone by not just leaving plain blank canvases. So either way, no matter how it turns out, I'm happy with it because it's me trying to improve as a creator. And here I'm making a quick and easy little mug I actually have sitting right next to me. I just bisque fired these a couple of days ago, and they actually got contaminated by salt. So they're either going to melt in the kiln at cone 6, which is like 2,230 degrees. I actually looked it up, so I have a general idea of what it's like. But yeah, they're either going to melt or they're just going to look kind of weird. So yeah, I've got a cone 6 glaze firing right now. This is my first ever cone 6 firing in my kiln. I wasn't able to fire to that temperature up until very recently because they replaced some power lines where my kiln is. So that is awesome. Very excited about that. I was really down about that for a while. But here I am finishing up this cup form, which is probably my favorite one. It just looks really good to me. So I've been making quite a few of these. And now we're moving on to the little baby sculptural vase. I didn't really know what I was going for here, and I kind of almost never do. So It's kind of good to have that mindset, because if you don't know what you're going for, you can't be upset when you don't see that result. That's one way of looking at it. High hopes and low expectations. So in this glaze firing, I have 10 different glazes that I may have mentioned in another video. I got them a few years back and never even seen what they look like fired. So I made probably like 25 test tiles with 2 different types of clay. Just threw in a couple of combinations to see what would happen. And I got impatient, so I also glazed a few pots that were contaminated by salt. So I don't care if I lose them per se, but I'm still hoping that they turn out pretty cool. You can see we're getting a little wobble on the rim there. But I ended up altering it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I just ended up chopping off the top at the end and making it as smooth as I could. So in this video, I actually show some of the altering process that is very simple and it's pretty self-explanatory. So I don't know if I'm going to commentate over it or not, but we'll see if I have anything to say without boring myself. But I'm finishing up the body itself, and you can see quite a bit of wobble starting to form there, but I will address that right here. It's starting to look a little bit better there. All right, now we finally get to the altering. So it looks really shoddy at first, but I end up, I don't think I include the process where the clay is dried a bit. I don't think I do. But I ended up kind of honing it in a little bit and making it look more symmetrical. So this was just me kind of freestyling. Like, I had no idea what I was trying to do. And in a second here, you're actually going to see me hold my hands up because I had no idea what I was going to do next. That's just my thinking pose. But I kind of like doing it that way, having no idea what I'm trying to do. Going into it just kind of works on your impromptu skills. But here I'm just defining the lines a little bit more. And it ended up going in with a wooden rib to sharpen the corners a little bit more once it dried. But right now, this is the best I can get. Here's my thinking pose. I'm like, hey, whatever, I'll just throw some dots in there. Cool. But that ended up being kind of cool because I put some balls of red clay in there and put a little swirl in them, which led me to the idea that maybe I should make some stamps for that kind of thing because it'd look a lot better and I wouldn't screw up as much. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that one, except for a little bit more refinement. So that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.